booted away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the first crack at it here. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Running back searching for a hole. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've expanded.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy, and what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Peters. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Rides the back on the option to give. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Oh, he's got some sling. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, the offense tried to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack back.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through the tackle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
Trying to do it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Shakes off the defender. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back swinging with the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They go to the ground. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally.
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wide open downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make... halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick completion on the out route. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't get him to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner is stopped. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Yates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. Stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously.
Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Touchdown, Arizona State! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it out. It's Yates. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That's caught. It's Jones. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick completion on the out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mendoza. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now third and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up 14 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Diaz. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They punt it away on fourth down. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Diaz. Caught behind the line. It's Whitaker. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.